Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? What's going on, Sam? Hopefully you guys can hear me. It looks like it's, I don't know why it's showing an error right here. Usually I can see my face. Hopefully everything's working properly. Hopefully this works. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Computer's acting a little wonky tonight. There we go. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. What's going on, Lisa? What is going on, Sam? Hopefully everything is working properly. It was not working properly a minute ago. That's why we were running a little bit behind. I kept reading error for some reason. Everyone has been a little quiet lately. Hope we get a little cheer about soon. It's coming. Hopefully. I was going to tell you guys, I'm probably only going to stream for maybe an hour to an hour and a half tonight. I am actually going out of state tomorrow. I will be heading to Arizona to go visit some family. And so I will be actually heading out of town tomorrow, and I will be off the grid as far as YouTube until probably Thursday of next week. I'm going to take a few days off, kind of spend time with family, go to some Royal Spring training games. I'll definitely be popping in Discord, obviously, and still talking and doing that, but there won't be any videos until probably Thursday, and then it's really going to ramp up, guys. I got a lot scheduled once I get back, and so I really wanted to take a few days off, kind of recollect the thoughts, kind of get back into the grind of things, and then get back into it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure, Sam. It was nice here in Kansas for a few days, but since then the weather has really kind of taken a turn, and we're supposed to get a lot of rain, and it's supposed to be kind of chilly. So I could not be more excited to be heading to Arizona and kind of getting some 75, a little bit, hopefully 80s. I'm an 80s guy with no humidity, so if we're closer to 80 with no humidity, that's like perfect weather for me. Oh, it's 52 degrees? Well, that sucks. Dang, I was hoping it'd be warmer than that. That's what it is here. It's all right, though. I get to watch some baseball. I'm a huge baseball guy, so... What's up, Kale? Yeah, I was kind of wondering if you've got fully moved. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing good tonight. Yeah, it was a little bit of a rough week for me. I'm obviously the Dow is absolutely roaring. The Dow, if you're in Dow stocks, which I was probably about a year ago, I was very heavily involved with the Dow. I would have been very excited about how things have been going. But as of late, obviously I'm in a few more OTCs. I'm in a lot of things that revolve around the NASDAQ. So as of late, my stocks have not been doing the best, but that's a part of it. That is completely a part of it, and I understand. I've used those as buying opportunities, and I have been buying a lot of stock any chance that I get. What's going on, Darren? Appreciate you swinging in, my friend. I need to switch hats. This hat is cutting off my circulation. Yeah, see, I'm all for no. I'm a big snow guy. I really am. Like, I love snow, but I'm not a big fan of the cold, and that sounds really strange. But if we're gonna have like cold, then I want snow. If we're not gonna have cold, or if we're not gonna have snow, then I don't want cold. So that's how I am. I honestly, if I could, I would live in snow, like in mountains, for like 7 months out of the year, and then give me the rest in like 80 degrees, 80 to 85, with like, yeah, I'm not a big humidity fan, obviously, because I don't like just stepping out and immediately sweating. But some is okay, but 80 to like 85 is perfect. Man, it's good to see you. Kale, good to see you back in here, man. It's good to see you back in here. Darren, glad you're in here. Sam, glad you're in here. Lisa, glad you're in here. Guys, we are cooking. So what we're going to do is talk about how some of the things have been going this week. I know there's been a lot of questions. Like I said, guys, I'm only going to roll for about an hour and a half. So I really want to kind of get into some of the things that I wanted to talk about. First up, obviously Ag Eagle. You guys are probably really excited to see Ag Eagle responding. I figured it would respond the way it has. Guys, there's going to be a lot of positivity coming here in the next few months about Ag Eagle. I think you're going to start to see a lot more, not just individually about Ag Eagle, but I think you're going to start to see a lot more from the drone sector. I think you're going to start to see a lot more things, in a very positive, I guess you could say, limelight. I think drones are really going to start to have a major impact on what we're going to be doing in our everyday lives here in the near future. I look forward to having an interview with Ryan Walsh, the CEO of Valkyrie. I'm doing one with Andrew Wilkins from Ascend Engineering, who is very involved with the things that are going on in the drone sector. I do have an interview with Cameron Chill from Dragonfly. I have an interview with Drone Delivery Canada CEO. And so I do have a lot lined up in the drone sector, and I'm really excited to kind of get back into that. I have enjoyed doing a lot of the videos I've been doing. I will 100% continue to cover TSMP. As of right now, it's TSMPD. But it's going to be nice to get back into the drone sector and really kind of start talking about drones again. Not that I have gotten away from it, but doing interviews, focusing on what is up and coming, and really presenting that is what's going to be exciting for me. And so I really kind of wanted to hit on Ag Eagle, guys. They're doing some fantastic things, and everything that has happened up to this point, the hit piece, with the overall stock market going down, I think you're starting to see the stock really come back and rebound. And I envision we'll see probably $9 to $10 once we fully see a recoup. And then as more information continues to come out, I think we'll start to trend back to where we were. So I'm really looking forward to obviously seeing what Ag Eagle is going to do. And likewise with a lot of these other stocks that many of us are involved in when it comes to the drones. So you're talking about Dragonfly. Obviously ALPP is waiting for the approval to go to the NASDAQ. That's going to be a massive uplist. And I think that that's going to be huge for the company. And I think that really is going to have such a tremendous positive catalyst for them. I mean, that is phenomenal for them to get onto the NASDAQ. So we're just waiting for that. They're doing amazing things, guys. They obviously got a hit piece put out on them yesterday. Actually, it was 2, which was crazy. And they brushed it off like it was nothing. So ALPP has some crazy monsters when it comes to investors. And I'm glad I'm a part of that group because, man, they are some savages. They immediately went after the two groups, Grizzly, and I can't remember the other one. But, man, they ate them up. So, yeah, definitely excited about that, guys. Like I said, the drone sector is going to be doing some amazing things. For sure. Now we're getting up in here. What is going on, Austin? What is going on, my friend? Having some street hot dogs. Woo, that sounds delicious. How about all the big name hires by UAVS Valkyrie this week? That's freaking awesome, Austin. I'm telling you, they're doing some big stuff. Doing some big stuff for sure. And that's what's crazy is like, it's just, I don't know. There's a couple factors. I don't think a lot of people are truly paying attention to drones as of right now. And I don't think that a lot of people consider it being a huge deal right now. And I think a lot of people are going to get caught off guard. And I think that's where we start to see some massive runs, because once it does become very popular, we start to see those major e-commerces. And let's just set Amazon aside right now. I mean, you start talking about every other major e-commerce that is going to have to start getting into that. I mean, there's so many companies that are looking to have drones as an option for any type of delivery. You have Valkyrie, who is, coming out and who is doing all kinds of partnerships. It was nice to actually, I did a video, and many of you guys obviously watch it, and that's what's extremely, extremely cool. But I did a video, and what was cool is the CEO, Sean Jones from Quick Loads, reached out to me, and he honestly was like, hey, thank you for, basically covering our company and covering Valkyrie. And, that's what's awesome about doing this, is the fact that they appreciate, you doing the coverage and talking about their company. It was extremely, extremely cool to have him, reach out and thank me for that. And I kind of started up just a conversation with him, because it was interesting to see what those, they're able to do with connexes and shipping containers and things like that, where the driver doesn't even have to leave the vehicle. It's simply, conducted through a smart trailer and through a smartphone. It's incredible. So, I could not be more excited for all the opportunities that are going on in the drone sector. And that's really one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about, was just the fact that I think drones are really coming up. They're going to have a very, very significant role in what we're doing. And from an investment standpoint, guys, I think we're still in very early on a lot of these stocks. So most definitely excited. Drone Delivery Canada is one. Obviously there's so much going on with them. And Ryan even said in a interview that he did recently, he feels that Canada is actually ahead when it comes to drones. So, that's what's awesome about most of these companies. The USDA news on hemp really didn't hit UAVS like I thought it would. Hopefully it's going to pop back up to 15 next week. Honestly, Austin, I would be surprised if we do hit 15. I think obviously with the catalyst of, now people are going to start getting their stimuluses. Some guy from work said that he's already has his pending, which is unbelievable. But you're talking about obviously getting, the stimulus, people's $1,400. You have people that, there's a lot of things when it comes to the stock market that's really starting to show some life. And so I would like for 15 to happen. I think 10 to 12 is a little bit more reasonable. I think you're going to start to see Ag Eagle more consistently of a steady climb than these big swings. I think you're just going to start to see those steady things, because a lot of people really cleaned house on this last one. And so I think the people you're going to start to see climb back in are already current investors or people who are going to be loading up. So I don't think that we're going to see these massive, massive swings. But like I said, I would absolutely love it to get to 15, no question. Yeah, and it's definitely like hit piece season is what I would refer to it as. And I know I talked to Miguel today about it too, and that's what he referred to it as, is hit piece season. It's crazy to think that Lordstown obviously got a huge hit piece put out by, Heidenberg. And that's, when Heidenberg puts it out, a lot of the time they've been more of the accurate one than most of these other ones. But even in that case, they're a short company, and their whole intent is to short the company. So always remember that when you see these said hit pieces come out, they may not always be correct, because the intent is to short the company. And that's the intent too. So always remember that. UAVS got a lot of exposure and many more buyers just waiting for good news. I agree. I most definitely agree with that. I do like the way it runs for sure. I think we're going to start to see a more steady climb. I think you can see a little bit more of a true play. I think, I think you could see $1 here, $1 there, but I think more or less you're going to start to see like 5 to 10% runs. I don't think you're going to see these extreme like 25 to 30% runs. You see the Valkyrie partnership with Dragontail. Yeah, I did see that. And I do plan on doing a video on that once I get back from vacation. It sounds like to me they have ties in with Domino's Pizza through Dragontail. So I'm definitely going to dive into that a little bit more. I do believe it is with Domino's because that's what I saw. I could be wrong, but I'm definitely looking at that for sure. A lot of people still holding back, keeping money on hand, ready to buy the dips. What you all doing with holding cash at the moment? So I actually spent all the cash that I have, and the only reason I did that is because I have more. I have about $1,500 that is supposed to hit my account next Thursday, and then obviously with the stimulus coming, that's going to be a little bit more. So I went ahead and I didn't know how the market was going to respond this week with the approvals of the stimulus, and it actually responded really well. The NASDAQ obviously today didn't do so hot, and I haven't been doing the best. I'm not going to obviously complain on green days, but I think I was only up like 0.2% or something today, and yesterday I was down like $600. So those aren't terrible situations, but it hasn't been the most positive. So I'm waiting for a lot of my stocks to really still kick off. I'm very happy that Ag Eagle was green today. It kind of struggled for most of the part. Workhorse has been showing some life, and I do like that. Very excited still about Workhorse, guys. I think Workhorse is doing some amazing things. They posted a really cool picture yesterday with the brown UPS truck. So they're hinting at things with UPS. So I still am very, very excited about a lot of these stocks. I just ready for them to really kick it in gear. DLRWF. Is that Eddie? Is that Dragonfly, or is that whom? That's obviously the Canadian ticker, I think. DLWRF. I'm pretty sure that's drone. Is that Drone Delivery Canada? Because if it is, I got the interview with the CEO. Let me see if I can. DLRWF stock. Oh, Delta drone. No, I haven't had a chance to look at Delta yet. I need to Hey, Eddie, remind me to do it when I get back. Because I'm going to have a lot of time to make some videos. And when I get back, guys, I'm going to be putting out like 2 to 3 videos a day plus interviews. I'm really going to kick it in gear. So, Eddie, when I get back next week, remind me to touch on Delta for sure. Because I am definitely all about the drones. Most definitely. Yeah, I have which is weird. I wonder what the actual ticker is for the United States. Oh, there it is. That's my fault. There it goes. Added to the old watch list. There it is. France-based. Yeah, I think I was reading about them a little bit. Some of these penny stock OTC drone companies kind of have really been struggling with getting exposure for sure. Can you look at GNSS and HYRE? Yeah, let me write these down. That way, at least when I need to do a video, I'll have some. I'm going to take a picture of you guys and post it on the Twitter. Been trying to be a little bit more active on Twitter as of late. It's a little quiet tonight. We're missing some of the OGs. They must be sleeping tonight. Something's going on with this Friday. I've signed up for Humble with the app, and I have Bittrex. Very frustrated trying to fund my account. I have a few friends that have been successful. Really? They're using the auto buy and sell. I'm still waiting for them to report the results. Interesting. I'm sure they're getting stuff ironed out, Kale. I know I saw so many people on Twitter that were posting signing up for the portfolio. I haven't done it yet. I definitely have the intention to do it because once it's available to the United States, I'm definitely going to get involved with it. So I'm kind of just waiting for that, but I'm excited for it. Bam! There we go. What's up, Nora? SDH just picked up the stock today. It just came out a few days ago. Interesting. I'll have to write that one down too. SDH. Oh, man. Went down hard and looked like a good time to jump in. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to definitely take a look at it for sure. You believe it's the bank that's causing the wall? Interesting. Yeah, I know that I've seen so many people say that they've had such major success coming from, the ETXs already, and I've seen some monster returns for some people. It's incredible. I'm sure with the way everything's been going, on the crypto side, they've been doing some pretty amazing stuff. Guys, I'm really excited about TSMP as well, or I guess I'm going to have to stop calling it that because before you know it, we're going to be calling it just Humble because it's going to be HMBL. But guys, I've seen a lot of people say that, hey, I don't believe in this, or, I'm really starting to question my investment. You guys have your opinions. You obviously can invest and do whatever you want. It's your money and things like that. But guys, if you truly look at what they're doing behind the scenes, and I mean, they're pretty transparent on what they're doing as far as, obviously they still have a ton of cards up their sleeves, but they're constantly posting things that I feel, and you have the people that are doing the due diligence. It's incredible. I mean, your guys are seeing what this company is doing. Like I just saw the other day, Walmart was on one of their apps. They had CVS, I believe, or Walgreens was on there. They're doing some tremendous things, guys, and this app is about to launch. And if people are signing up, they're getting their profiles, they're getting things going like that. I don't think you would have that ability if the app wasn't about to just explode. So I'm really, really excited for the opportunity for TSMP, or Humble. I think Humble is going to just really have, a month here coming up. I think it's going to be amazing to see not only the app launch, it's going to be nice to finally, I think that they're waiting till right around the 26th. And the reason I say that, guys, is because they want to start doing things under their own name. And TSMPD is still not their name. So once it becomes Humble, or at least relatively close to that time span, I could see them really start to release a ton of information. I've seen some rumors about Western Union. That would be absolutely phenomenal. I've seen it, just a ton of things, guys. So, TSMP or TSMPD or Humble HMBL, obviously you guys are your own investor. You guys do your own due diligence, but I'm not going anywhere. My intention is to try to get to 10,000. I've been adding 100 shares every other day. I'm at 9,300 now. So I'm definitely adding every chance I get, and this is a great buying opportunity for that. It's just insane to see the chart, guys. Like, just the response to how the chart is. Like, if it's had a morning sell-off, except for today. Where did it go? TSNPD. Where are you at? Did I pass it? Oh, we're looking at wrong one. Current watch list. I mean, besides today, guys, if you look at the chart, so we'll go to 1 day. I mean, towards the very end, it ran up and then it leveled off. But as you guys can see, the volume hasn't been just very good. It's nobody's wanting to sell. They're basically waiting. It's just that morning dip and then it recovers and then it just basically settles in. It's been doing that every time. Here's the day before. It has the morning sell-off, as you guys can see, and then the volume is just trash, and it just literally settles in. Nobody wants to get rid of it. It's just a morning sell-off, and that's it. And it's the same the day before. Morning sell-off, which really wasn't that tremendous this time. It really kind of had more of a slow, steady downtrend, and then it leveled off, and nobody wanted to sell. So it's consolidating, in my opinion. It's really showing some good consolidation throughout the day, except for the morning when it has that sell-off, but the consolidation is extreme. And so that tells me that a lot of people are anticipating some good news. They don't really want to sell, and so that's what I feel is going on with them. I think that you're about to see some really tremendous things happen with that company, so I'm beyond excited for sure. Will do. Hope you have a great time. Also, CWGYF is expected to do 50x. Holy smokes. Microsoft gives them some backing. HP signed a contract with them. Clean energy play. Appreciate it, Eddie. I really do appreciate it. I hope I have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be nice to, I'm still going to be all about the stocks, during the week, and I'm going to be definitely diving in and talking to you guys through Discord and stuff, but I just won't have my computer. I won't be doing any videos, so let's hope that we kind of have a stale 3 days, and that way YouTube videos won't be that significant. I'm hoping Humble doesn't put out some major information while I'm gone, because I really like covering them, enjoy covering them. Usually they're my biggest videos, and I try to put in just as much information in them as I possibly can. It's a blast. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, they don't decide to drop a bomb on us or anything. Bro, TSMP is ridiculous cheap. It'll run hard soon. I agree. I tried to buy some on Webull. It's locked again. That's crazy. I bought a lot this week. POWW, SINS, MVIS, ARKK. Nice, Tim. CTRM. Yeah, CTRM. I know quite a few YouTubers that have been covering CTRM as of late. And of course, UAVS. Waiting on the stimulus and my tax return. So I took all my cash and went shopping. That's what's up, Tim. Appreciate you swinging in as usual. I need SINS at 5 by the 16th next Friday for my option. Interesting. I like that. I kind of like that play, Nora. What is SINS at? Was it still 2? 317. What's its 52-week high? 556. And yours is 5. Well, hopefully the bond yield goes down for you, Nora. Hopefully the 10-year decides to come back down to like 1.4, maybe 1.3, and then I think you have a shot. Let's look. Says Senseonics has already announced that it expects to receive FDA approval for the Eversense CGM system by the second quarter of 2021. So we're looking April, May, or June. Actually, January, February, March. So yeah, April, May, or June is where we're looking for the FDA. Hey, look who popped up. There you go, Tim. This one's for you, buddy. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not. Hey guys, it's Sam. Today we're going to be talking about sins. I like I got to give Trey when he's like ha ha ha. It cracks me up every time. That dude gets me going. I love watching his videos, but he imitated somebody the other day and he's like, "Nope, just kidding." What's going on, Chang? Hey, I appreciate you comment on Twitter and stuff. I appreciate your engagement. It's awesome. I appreciate you being here as well. Sam, I got my bonus money today and jump on some ride. 14 a share looked juicy to me for the long term. I could not agree more, Sam. I think that was a complete load of crap. There's a reason why some companies put out hit pieces, but Lordstown, it seems like, and the same thing happened with that Panda when they put out the hit piece. It's like they always want to resort to saying, "Oh, the vehicle set fire," and they said the same thing in the report today. They said that Lordstown's vehicle caught fire. I feel like you would have heard about the information if a Lordstown truck, the Endurance, would have caught fire. I feel like that would have been some very pertinent information, and I don't know. I just find it very strange that somehow they find out that it caught fire, but, all these diehards, like true diehards, had no idea that it caught fire. So, I don't know. It's crazy. You said he sounds so late. Which one sounds so lazy? Sam or Trey? Trey's a freaking... Sometimes it's hard to understand Trey because he's going a mile a minute. I love it though. I love it, man. I feel bad for him because I can't relate to like him, from a health standpoint with the military, but I can relate to him being a soldier and like what he goes through and stuff like that because obviously I served and I feel for him and I'm glad he's has success at YouTube and is able to do that and that's awesome and for him to be doing what he's doing with in his military career, and he was actually supposed to be in charge of something I was actually, when I first started to join, that was a job that I was offered was to do what he was doing, and I actually ended up choosing to be an MP, which is a military police officer, so I chose that route over, shooting missiles, so but I have mad respect for Trey because of that, and at some point I would love to like just talk to him. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like YouTube. It would just be really cool to just talk to him. What is going on, DJ Qualls? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? It cracks me up. Got to jump off. You guys have a great night and a weekend. Kale, it's good to see you. Good to hear from you, my friend. Glad you moved. Glad everything is good for you. Hope the dog is doing well. And I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. War? Is that a ticker, or are you saying we're at war? They made a lot of money bags with that hit. They knew it was going to hit the tank hard. Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are in it for sure. Got to give you a nickname, Sam I am. Whenever I hear Sam, I think of a certain financial friend, and smoke starts coming out of my ears. Trey did a Larry Jones impression. Yeah, I saw that. That's the one I saw, Nora. I saw that the other day. It was pretty good. GD France and England. You guys, what? You guys passing the Ronia back and forth, or is it like actual war? Oh, I got a dog that's trying to get in my lap. Yeah, I did see his Chris Sains. That was funny too. IPNFF. Got it. It's on the list. Laugh aloud, mad at France, Germany, and England. Oh, man. Oh, man. Merchant banks from Europe, England are the root of the bear market, manipulation market problem. Oh, wow. Well, hopefully that gets better. I know we have our own issues over here. We have our own issues over here. I like going out of town, guys. We haven't gone out of town, obviously, for at least a solid year, but it's been a lot longer before that. But, you know, it's nice to be able to go on vacation, but I hate leaving my dogs. Like, I hate that feeling. I always, like, wonder what they're doing. I mean, they're like kids to me, and so I always feel bad. So this one's my little baby. This one's Ammo. He's a little wiener dog, min pin mix, and he's my little guy. And I always kind of feel bad when we go out of town because my dad comes over and watches him, but you can tell that, you know, they sense when you start packing your bags. They know something's going on. Robert, what's going on, my friend? I appreciate you swinging in. We've been mad at Europe. You guys awesome. So Bank of England won't let our banks lend. It's why Trump wanted negative rates. It forces us to go through England's merchant bankers, loan sharks that buy pre-shares and convert dilute. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That's information to me. Did you catch the 2 pieces of news Valkyrie came out the last 3 days? Robert, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I actually been talking to Ryan on the side because we're about to have an interview. Not this coming week, but the following week. So I dropped a video on the shipping containers, and I was gonna do a video on the other piece that they did with the other company when I get back. Because I do think I saw something that said it's tied to Domino's Pizza. Yeah, Nora, he won't sit on my shoulder like your dog will. He would probably freak out. He wants to get in my lap so then he can get onto the desk. So he's really not interested in actually being in my lap. He just wants to be on the desk. And then he'll step on the keyboard and then he'll do all kinds of stuff. POWW is set to buy Gunbroker into the month, has an additional public offering of shares, I think, to raise money to the new factory and acquisition of... Oh, interesting, Tim. I know you've been talking about that one. Papa John's, Domino's, and KFC. Yeah, I think that's extremely significant. When I was talking to Ryan, it's crazy, guys, because... So I was doing some research on a company that I really want to talk about. I think some people are talking about it on YouTube. Not a whole lot, but is X1, EX. Well, the ticker is X1. So X1. And I think the company is actually pronounced X1. So they're a 3D printing company. And they just signed a deal with the Department of the Department of Defense. And what they're doing is they're taking these Connex boxes and they're going to start building like little sub mini factories out of these Connex boxes, and they're going to be 3D printers, 3D printing labs. It's going to be really cool. So I was talking to him about it because the moment that they signed, obviously when they signed, I was like, hey, I just saw X1 do this, and it was with the Department of Defense, and he's like, yeah, exactly. So I think that there's a lot coming with that, guys. I think, obviously, the reason why I covered that video the way I did is because I think they're really starting to take into consideration, like, micro factories and micro facilities and things like that. I think it's going to be significant for drones. And so, yeah, there's a lot coming, man. What's going on, Duckster? Shane, what is going on, guys? Appreciate you swinging in. No worries, Shane. What's going on, Caleb? Appreciate you swinging in, guys. Isn't that Elon Musk's son's name? What's that, Nora? Dexter. Oh, excuse. X1. Oh, yeah. X1 dash serial number 1234 or something like that. What's up, Dexter? Asked a girl out and she said yes. Woo! That's time for some celebration. Holy smokes. That's awesome, Dexter. Congrats, buddy. Robert asked Valkyrie how much UAVS owns in overall percentage of company equity. Joking, he won't. I think buyout is coming soon. X1 have that in my portfolio too. Yeah, I'm excited for it for sure. I was looking to invest into it. I was thinking it might fall under 30. That obviously hasn't happened, and it's been going in the upward direction. So I think once I actually get my money in, I think I might get a couple shares and continue to add as it, as I need to. But I definitely like X1, and I have a bunch of questions I'm gonna ask him because he did respond to somebody who asked him about when personal mailboxes will be able to be purchased, and he said this next year. And so I was going to ask him about personal mailboxes. I was going to ask him about actual mail delivery because I was listening to DeJoy talk the other day in front of the house, and he was just all over the place, constantly talking about how they're struggling for money. They don't really have any money. They just are a sinking ship that's on fire. And so the USPS guys is really just in a wreck, and it's not a good situation. So, it'll be interesting to see how Workhorse is even handled with it. But yeah, that's a sinking ship on fire. It's not a good thing. Ainge, what's going on? ANG, what is going on? I appreciate you swinging in. How do you think that we'll split TS and PD again? I don't think so. I really don't. I think they got it to where they're satisfied. I think as they continue, once they drop the app and they continue to pour on positive catalyst, I think it'll get to the number that they need anyways for it to go to a major exchange. So I don't feel that it will do it again. I just don't. A1. Oh, Bitcoin. What's up? My dog's getting mad at you, Shane. You're making me move. Yeah, X1, I was in January, February 2020. That's awesome, Robert. Don't forget to tell her about your new fam. Yep, you got to tell her, Duxter. You got to tell her you're tied to the Drone King and all the people. Am I saying it right? Is it Ange or A-N-G? Look at his portfolio. She can tell him if he's short or long, Nora. That's awesome. Date ideas? Well, you can't do a lot now with the whole pandemic. I would say movies, but that is not happening. You could talk about GameStop and AMC, Duxter. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Shane, Duxter, best date idea on a nice Friday night. Bring her into the live stream. That's what I call romance. Heck yeah. I can provide some candlelight, and we will just talk stocks. It'll be all kinds of good stuff. Robert, Workhorse got gutted up. USPS deal. The question now becomes if they can scrap any part of that deal. You know, it'd be interesting. I think you're going to see some very interesting stuff. I really do. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, I'm glad I pronounced it. You know, I usually swing and miss. CJ, what is going on, my friend? Hey, can you through Instagram whenever you get a chance, buddy? Can you send me your email again? So I can send over that invite. I have the invite, and I was like, don't know how I'm going to get a hold of him. So just when you get a chance, could you send me your email through Instagram, and I'll send it over to you. I still might have it in there. I just got to double check. But I'm looking forward to it. CJ. We can just spitball ideas. It doesn't have to be anything formal. I was going to talk to you about HCMC, and just see what you think about HCMC. Talk to you about, some other stocks that, we kind of talk about together, and just bounce ideas off of each other. Kind of talk YouTube as well. I was going to just see what's up with, see what you think about YouTube, because you're killing it, man. You're about to hit 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. And so I kind of want it to be both ways, where it's not necessarily a formal thing, but you and I are just bouncing ideas off of each other. I think it'd be really cool. So I appreciate you giving me the email, and I'll send you over the invite for sure. Backyard movie night with the projector. That'd be pretty sweet. AMC is a perfect example of merchant banking toxic lending. Merchant banking gotta go. Yeah. Oh. Did you hear GME will acquire SLGG? I did not hear that. That's interesting. England, Europe gotta go as far as power influence need to, but out. Okay. Yeah, for sure, bro. Looking forward to. I'm looking forward to, CJ, man. I really do. I watch every single one of your videos, and I'm a fan guy myself. I do enjoy every one of your videos for sure, and you reached out to me very early on in my YouTube career, and I'm glad we were able to kind of bounce ideas off each other and talk, and always popping up in each other's comments and stuff. It's cool. Take her to eat some sushi. Heard it's one of the best foods on the date. Hope you both like it. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not a big sushi guy, but yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Dr. My favorite British investor. Oh my God, sushi is my favorite food. Really? That's interesting. That's something to talk about. Cook for her if you can. That's a good one. Roblox IPO. Man, I was kind of like, it's an IPO. I'm not a big fan of IPOs. I'm not a big fan of IPOs. Just because it feels like we always get sloppy seconds. Lucas, do you know about MDMP? I just saw it 5 days ago from 0.02 up to, holy smokes, I do not know about that one. Wow, that's a run. Chang, that's a massive run, man. If you had $100 to put into one stock right now, what would it be? TSMPD. Do a live cast together with CJ. And so that's what we're working on. Once I get back from vacation, I kind of messaged CJ. We've been kind of working on this for a little bit. We kind of were going to do a collaboration. I just want to just talk, honestly. We're both YouTubers, and I don't necessarily want it to be like a formal thing. Obviously, talk stocks and YouTube and things like that, but just kind of be an open forum. So I told him I would send over an invite, and hopefully on not this coming Monday, but the following Monday is when I had it planned. I got to remember that he's over in the UK, so I got to make sure I put it at a decent time, because I know it's very early in the morning for him right now. So we're going to definitely do a collaboration and kind of just bounce stuff off of each other, and hopefully just talk stocks. I look forward to it. CJ's an amazing guy. Oh, she wants me to cook for her because I always make these gourmet looking breakfasts. Oh, wow, Duxter. Well, you need to start posting that on Instagram. I love breakfast. Roblox way too expensive for me right now. Waiting for it on the 40s. I bought one share because my 10-year-old told me to. CHPT. Oh yeah, charge point. For sure, Ange. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm a big fan of CJ. Like, I really am. I think early on I've was following his videos, watching his how he talked about stocks and like basically the fundamentals of being getting into the stock market and things like that. And then as of late, he's just been dropping some phenomenal videos. And his subscribers, his viewership like has just gone through the roof. He's killing it for sure. You think with TS&PD down right now, next week we'll see a boom? Shane, I think once we get a little bit closer to the name change, not that that's a positive catalyst, but I think the more you get closer to that, the more anticipation will build that the app's going to drop. And I think there's more hints that are following with that because people are able to create portfolios for the app. And I think you're starting to see a lot of things really correlate with the app through social media. So I do think that we're going to start to, as some things start to kick in gear, I definitely expect that stock to rebound. No question. No question. I used to play Roblox back in my old times. That's funny. My nieces still play. I'd get either Sins or CTRM with 100. Interesting. CJ, I don't sleep. It's okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I do during the week when I'm, I work, I come home, it's time with wife, time with, our son, the dogs. And then by the time they all go to bed, it's like, all right, time to go do YouTube, and I'm up late editing and then back on the grind the next day. It's nonstop. I love it though. I do. I love it. Your old times, so like 3 months ago. And I'm actually Central Standard Time. I live in the state of Kansas. CTRM love to buy ships. Let's hope they're putting them to use. Yeah, CJ covers CTRM like a boss. That's actually, in all honesty, CJ, that's where I heard about CTRM first, was your channel. Les, what's going on? No, it's okay. It's okay. We appreciate you swinging in for sure. I just noticed my yellow color. Oh, yeah. See, you're getting there, Sam. I'm waiting for it to give again, but I don't think it's going to happen. Dip again. Oh, gotcha. I appreciate it, Les. I really do. I appreciate you swinging in. It is late here down in the East Coast. I will have to say goodbye now. It's okay, Shane. I appreciate you swinging in, my friend. I'm only going to go probably about 15 more minutes because I am getting ready to go out of town. I still have to go finish packing a few things. So I just wanted to do a live stream tonight to be able to come on and let you guys know what kind of is going on and kind of what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll be heading to Arizona tomorrow morning. Going to spend time with my wife's sister and her family, go to a few Royals spring training games, kind of hang out in Arizona for a couple days, and then we'll be heading back, and then that's when the grind starts, guys. Taking a few days off, and then we're gonna go to town. I'm not in CTRM, but in Torch, Sins, 50 shares each. I think you're sitting pretty well with those two for sure. I get it, Dr. Love. You've grown into a man since the last live stream, so we'll refer to those days when you were a kid. Les, keep the good tweets going. For sure, Les. I'm going to keep it rolling. My guy. For sure. I feel like sometimes I tweet too much, and then I look at some people who like tweet like 50 times a day, and it's like, holy smokes. Yeah, good old Torch confirmed today. I was pumped about that one, CJ. I'm happy for that one. I'm investing in that one. I think it's definitely going to be a good thing once they merge, because obviously, because you're covering it, but the old petroleum, the gas and things like that mindset's going to go away, and it's going to be a big time deal for sure. CTRM making lots of news. It'll take time, but I can see it taking some giant leaps. Yeah. Do you think TSP will dip again? And I think we might see a little bit less. Maybe it just depends on what. I think Monday we might be okay. I think it'll be interesting to see how after Monday it responds. If we don't get any news, I could see kind of it doing what it's been doing this last week, where it has a morning sell-off, it settles in, and really the volume is just horrendous and it doesn't move. Unless you live in Phoenix, that's awesome. I'll be in surprise. I'm sure it'll run soon, Sam. I think earnings is on the 25th. Interesting. Man, so how much a share would it be if TSP went back before the split? Ooh, I don't know about that. I can tell you I'd be loading up so much. I can tell you that if it truly stays what it's been doing kind of as of late until this coming Thursday, oh my goodness, I'll probably have over 10,000 shares. What about Tell? I just heard about that one. Native, I'll have to look at that one. TELL. You guys gave me a list for sure. When I get back, I got some homework to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stocks. Yeah, Sam, if I'm down there and, if I can, I'll message you if we're out and about. I appreciate you swinging in, Ange. It means a lot. It really does. You have a good night, and I appreciate it. You're in PLG deep. I see value. Interesting. I like that. Sam, you got any recommendations? I know we're going to go to 2 baseball games. I think we're going to go to do some other things while we're down there, but I'm excited. If Tell is at 250 to 270, it's worth picking up. End of the year looks promising. Yeah, I'm going to definitely dive into that one, Native, for sure. For sure. TSP seems to bounce around 283, so buy under $3 solid. I think, I've seen a lot of people who have been doing research well before I even got involved saying that anything under $4 is a very solid purchase. So, I think it's incredible, guys. It blows my mind that we're even sitting at the trading price that we're at. It's just incredibly kind of mind-blowing to me. You think Tesla will ever buy out MVIS? I'm not sure, Tim. That'll be interesting. I keep hearing a lot of things too, like, AMBL, the battery recycling company, they had a hit piece put out on them. They've been dealing with Tesla supposedly. I mean, there's a lot of companies that are tied to them. Quell, I think, Nora, didn't you do a video on them recently? Eddie, GTXO, signing contracts weekly. Well, that's number 7, GTXO. Got it. Lots of good trails if you ride dirt bikes. That's my escape. Ooh, I like the sound of that. I grew up riding dirt bikes. I'm a big off-road and ATV kind of guy. Can you bring me some XXL shirts? What's the best way to get them to where to go? Yeah, I wish I could bring them. I don't have any. It's all drop ship. So Sam, it all comes from a company. You order it and they make it and then they send it to you. So it's I don't actually have any on to just bring. Otherwise, I probably would. There's a website. I'll have to put it in here. Bringing in Lilium, right? Yeah, those are throwing me off, guys, because I try to keep track of SPACs as is, but then now you're talking about all these air taxi companies. It's crazy. So Quells with what? Lilium. Who ended up taking the? Is Joby going with one? And then there's yeah, I did a video on another one. I did Lilium and somebody else. Man, it's just there's a ton of stuff coming out right now. Teespring. I use I use Printful. I use Printful, CJ. Yeah, that's why I remember you. I think you messaged me on Instagram. Joby has RTP. Okay. Yeah, I think you messaged me on Instagram and told me about it. I always just lose track with these SPACs because it's like you got to keep track of the SPAC and the company, and it's like holy smokes. View Pump. What's View Pump? I wish I could get a View Pump. That'd be awesome. EXPC has Blade. Yeah, that's right. I think Blade's going to be a good one. I think obviously Lilium's getting those airports. I call them airports. The skyports put in Florida. That's a big deal. I think whoever can. That's going to be my biggest thing, guys, when it comes to these air taxis. Whoever really can incorporate the infrastructure and not just the vehicle, I think, is who's going to be the most successful out of this entire deal. Is who can literally incorporate all the infrastructure, the skyports, the charging stations, the whatever it may encompass. Whoever can get all that together is who's going to be the most successful. If we could figure out how to find solid companies, sub penny, we could really do well in this sector. Any idea how to go about that? That's what's extremely hard, Les, is that there's so much. If you're talking specifically about like the air taxis and like the drones themselves, it's extremely hard because we're years and years away from these being actually able to do what they're meant to do. And so that's where it's extremely tough. And then you're talking sub-penny companies who a lot of the time don't have to report earnings because it depends on what they're trading as. So they may not actually be on the highest standard of OTC. They could be down in the bottom, which means that they just may not be a good company at all, or they may not be reporting numbers. They're just a lot of things. So it's extremely, extremely difficult to find good penny stocks as is, or OTC stocks. And then in this sector, it's going to be even more of a challenge just because we're so many years away from truly seeing this being a true functionality. AGCB, AGC, one of them is the latest, biggest SPACs ever. Interesting. Yeah, I know Bill Ackman never got his rolling off the ground. Excuse me, guys. What was it? TPCH or whatever it is. He's back. He had to go give his girlfriend a smooch. Do you have to send her a Snapchat? Well, have a good one, Duxter. I appreciate you swinging in. She's 28 pushing 30. Holy smokes, I'm 32. You're calling us old. Calling Juliet the Romeo. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to call it nights too. I got to get ready to go to Arizona tomorrow. I still got to go pack my toothbrush. That's number one. Toothbrush. I got to make sure I get that in there. Got to make sure we have diapers for the little guy. So I still have a ton of stuff I got to get going. I usually go about 2 hours. I'm going to cut it a little bit short tonight just because of that. I really do appreciate everyone. I'm looking forward to getting this vacation, getting this quick break, and kind of just relaxing. So I leave tomorrow. I won't be doing a video Monday. I won't be doing a video Tuesday. I won't be doing a video Wednesday. We will definitely be back on the grind on Thursday, Friday. And then it really kicks into gear the following week, guys. That's where interviews start. Actually, the interviews start on Friday. And then it really ramps up next week. And then the videos are just going to be pouring out, guys, like 2 to 3 a day. Just expect it. Just be ready. So we got a lot going on. So yeah, I'm extremely excited to kind of chill out for a little bit, watch some baseball. It's my favorite sport. And then, yeah, I'm looking to really get back into it and get back on the grind for sure. I'm hoping that the stock market recovers next week. So enjoy Arizona. Good to hear your voice and see you on Twitter. For sure, Les. For sure. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, I'm hoping to hopefully just get to chill and just kick back and watch some baseball and just kind of hang out. That's kind of my plan. So, my secret. So I appreciate you guys. I really do. If you haven't, actually go over to my Twitter. I'm becoming more active on Twitter. I like to post a lot more information. I like to obviously post everything YouTube related onto the Instagram, but a lot of my communication, just me personally, comes from Twitter. I like to just pop on and share things and do all that. So hopefully you guys have a phenomenal weekend. Hopefully you guys have a good first 3 days to your trading day next week. If you guys are in my Discord, I will be continuing to be active in the Discord. But I will not be putting out videos for the first 3 days of the week. So hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Spend it with family, spend it with friends, do what you got to do, and get geared up for Monday, guys. As always, have a good one.